All right, we got an update from Embark. It came 26 minutes after I published the video today, and everybody's trying to cancel me for spreading misinformation, but this tweet didn't exist when the video was created hours before it was released. So I'm just going to leave you with that statement. Everybody yapping in my comments has already been blocked. I don't really care about you. Because it's not hard to conceptualize. The video was created before this tweet existed, and I put a decent amount of time into the video. Therefore, I'm not taking it down. If you don't like that take, I genuinely don't care. So let's talk about what Arc Raiders came out with, like I said, 26 minutes after my video went live. Raiders, we noticed some discussions around loot or gear score matchmaking. While it is true that the team has previously evaluated loot/gear based as well as other types of matchmaking principles, SBMM, EOMM, things like that, right now the focus is on maintaining the split between solos and squads to keep those groups on an even playing field whenever possible. I would love for that to also be inclusive of duos, but it could just be grouped in and assumed that, squads and duos is the same thing here in context. After launch, we will continue to monitor how things go. The team is determined to ensure that players have a high-quality round that are varied and interesting but fair. So, basically what we're getting here from this is that right off the rip, and this is something I said in the other video, like the first month, it's just going to be so many players online that it's not even going to matter. I mean, you are genuinely always going to have pretty fair and pretty just equal fights in general for like the first month, maybe even longer. Even better players of the game, they're still going to be running light shields here and there, and anybody on a free loadie is going to have a light shield. They're going to have, low-end weaponry, pharaohs, just stuff that is average gear, and there is always going to be a good amount of equal gunfights and equal rounds, as they call them. I call them raids, of course, but seeing this, it definitely tells me that we're good. There is nothing to worry about here. I genuinely think that in the future, as the game starts to shave off, a few percentage of the player base here, player base there, every month, every year, as the player base continues to dwindle, just because it's not going to be for everybody. Arc Raiders is not going to be a game for everybody. Players will start to fall off, and then they might make some adjustments, but they have to be very careful with it, because we saw the Psycho Frontier start doing the buckets, and then they had buckets within buckets, being the skill brackets. That's what I like to call them on the Call of Duty side of things. It says that the team is determined to ensure that players have high-quality rounds that are varied and interesting, but fair. So if it does get to a point where it's just like every single round or every single raid has, 3 or 4 guys rocking purples and, every single time, like, they are probably going to start to try and throw them in some lobbies that are a little harder here and there, just to get that gear off of them. And of course, we do have the money sinks, being the durability as well, which does help with that. But I did want to make this update video because I already know it's going to be problems all day. I mean, I'm not going to lie, Embark, you got me good with this one, because people, they saw your tweet and they ran right to my video. They're trying to make me the villain. Embark, that's a low blow. But I'll take it on the chin. Just drop the game today. That's all I request. Embark. Just drop it today. I want to play. Nothing else is hitting the same. I'm going through withdrawal, okay? All right, so everybody else that has a problem with me, please comment down below so you can get blocked. And other than that, hope you guys have a phenomenal day, and you're getting 3 uploads from me today. I'm dropping a gameplay later, so appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.